Thanks for joining us. I'm speaking with Paul Benhaim, who is the CEO of Elixinol Global. Paul, it's good to talk to you again.
G'day.
Now, let's talk about the growth trajectory of the business since you listed on the ASX in January of this year. What's stood out for you?
Well, it's been a very exciting first half to this year. We listed, as you said, early in January, and we just presented our first half year results, which are actually up 110% on the previous corresponding period of 2017. We turned over nearly $15 million of revenue as a group for the first half year, which I believe, at least in the cannabis sector on the ASX listed industry, we are the highest revenue by far business.
Okay, so give us an insight into what's driving these revenue streams.
Sure. So Elixinol Global is made up of three entities. Our new pharmaceutical medical cannabis division is what we raised funds for, and we actually had over $14 million in the bank at the end of June for that particular business. But actually our two revenue generating businesses consist of Hemp Foods Australia, our hemp foods production business. We are the #1 brand in Australia today. And Elixinol, which is our main revenue driving business, which is the hemp CBD business. And that absolutely is going through excellent growth right now.
And in terms of educating an emerging audience for these products, where are you in that journey?
Well, again, for our main revenue driving business for Elixinol hemp CBD products, the US market is really opening up to us. The US Farm Bill is expected to go through quite shortly, which has now very supportive legislative wording for the industrial hemp from both the Senate and House committee. So that is really a historical position for Elixinol in the US. Obviously that doesn't exist here in Australia right now, so people in Australia are not yet aware of that. So that is really opening us up to wide and more mainstream markets, and is very exciting moving forward. In Australia, hemp foods, this is the first legal year of hemp food consumption. So I'm very excited being involved with this industry for more than 25 years to actually put finally into progress my plans for Australia to create finished FMCG, finished product goods made with hemp seeds into the market, which we are looking forward to launching from the end of this year and moving into 2019 also.
Indeed, and that point in particular really speaks to your focus on product innovation at the moment. So provide us with a sense of what sort of products will be available in the Australian market.
Well, again, what I'm most famous for and known for is the most successful commercial hemp food product in the world, which is a snack bar I developed in the 90s in Europe. The next product for Hemp Foods Australia that we're likely to see in the very near future is the Essential Hemp Snack Bar. So that is the first of a number of consumer good products. The others we haven't let the public know yet, but we have a very clear plan of a number of products that are unique and very much mainstream, tasty and healthy products, starting first in Australia with a potential to export later.
Indeed. Now, you've just listed in the US as well. That's a big achievement. What do you expect will be the opportunities to emerge from that strategy?
Sure. The opportunities in the US on the OTCQX have been to communicate our message to the US investment crowd to understand that we exist, because as an Australian ASX listed company they don't understand that today, and in US they do understand our market much more clearer than in Australia, which we're still trying to educate, of course.
Indeed. So give us a sense of how receptive US investors have been to the Elixinol story.
Sure. So, well, I've just returned from a non-deal roadshow sharing the message about Elixinol Global, and we couldn't see everyone who wanted to see us in a number of cities in North America, and I'm going back in about 6 weeks' time, so hopefully that'll give you an idea that we were very well accepted in that market.
So, because obviously the US is the most important market for you at the moment, what sort of growth are you expecting when you look out over the course of the next couple of years?
Well, we're not giving information to the market about where we will be heading. What we can say is that we are on an excellent growth trajectory today, and that looks like it's continuing. With the new legislative changes, though, that could go and move into a much larger growth, which we are prepared for. So our joint venture partnership that we started earlier in the year with our farming operation gives us a great supply chain. Our new production facility is being commissioned right now, which offers us much more significant production capabilities. So we are indeed getting ready for a much larger growth perspective moving forward.
Now, we've heard so much about trade tensions and tariffs and things of that ilk. Obviously, being a producer domiciled in the United States means that that is not an issue for you.
Indeed, we actually cultivate in Colorado, we produce in Colorado, and most of our revenues are driven from the United States. We do export to a number of countries around the world, particularly into Japan, which is a very exciting market for us today, and we are looking at some countries within Europe as well for future expansion.
And we should just say that Colorado is a vital state in terms of the US picture, because that's where arguably the movement really took hold.
It's where it began, and certainly has a very wide acceptance in Colorado, but that's now spread through most of the United States and actually is being spread throughout the world today. So it's a very exciting time for this industry, and we truly believe we are just beginning.
Paul, it's always good to talk to you. We look forward to more conversations in the next year.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for joining us for the Executive Series.